Hey, if this message found you, you are just about to walk in to the sunlight, that feeling of the warmth on your skin, the fresh breeze blowing, only it's not just the sunlight or the actual sun, it's attention, it's recognition, it's validation, it's vindication, it's justice, and all eyes are on you. There's this energy of luxury and relaxation. It's almost like a total reset. I'm seeing 111, a brand new beginning. You just walked through the portal, and now you have this opportunity to really heed the call on your life. You could be someone who experienced a deep sense of distraction in your life. And by distraction, I mean things that seemed really important at the time. And then as you got some more perspective, you realized that those things were not your purpose. They were just sort of pulling you out of alignment. And while you may have thought they were pulling you out of alignment, the image that comes to my mind is kind of like those bumpers on when little kids are bowling, the little bumpers on the side. It's kind of like the universe was sort of trying to keep you within the confines of this path that you are called to walk. And when you would reach the edge of where you were supposed to be, you would encounter these situations that were really just forcing you back, right? Like you would come into contact, and then because it would cause conflict in your life, or it would cause like this internal dissonance, you would be forced back onto your path. I know that you are very good at manifesting. And if you're not sure about that, if you're not clear on if you're really good at manifesting, I do see a situation in the next, I'm hearing 3 days to 3 weeks, that will validate that potential insecurity. But remember, we don't spiral here. We don't accept that insecurity. We weaponize our self-talk. If you know, you know. So just remember that you are the creator of your life. You are manifesting your reality. And there will be a confirmation coming up in the next, like I said, 3 days to 3 weeks. I was driving the other day and I looked up and I saw a crow sitting in the tree. And I love crows. And then this crow turned to the side, and it was actually an all-black squirrel. I have never seen an all-black squirrel in my life that I could remember. So I looked it up, and of course it portends blessings coming your way. So maybe you have just seen a black squirrel, or maybe you're about to see one. Butterflies are significant, I'm hearing. Spirit, I don't know if you can hear the coyotes. But I would like to give this collective some general energies of what's going on currently. Messages for this collective. I'm hearing like pregnancy, so I don't know if you're literally pregnant or if it's just a pregnancy of like birthing a new idea, a new business idea. Could be, I'm hearing like an at-home daycare or something that has to do with children, maybe children's clothing, or artwork of children. Lavender could be significant. Messages for this collective, Spirit. Carrying connections and the heart chakra with contract at the bottom of the deck. So you could be walking into a situation, maybe you're considering a commitment, or maybe you are deepening a commitment. Marriage is possible here. Something around your home. You could be moving in together. And this could be something you waited for a very long time. It's definitely like a heart activation for you. Two of Cups is on another deck with the Magician also. And Temperance. So this is like a balancing of the energy. Something you've really been pulling in for a long time. I'm hearing that you've been preparing your home, you've been preparing your space for this for so long, waiting for this manifestation to come to fruition, that you may be stumbling a little bit in your energetic vibration. Hold that vision, especially like they say in the void. That's the time of absorption. So even when you think it's not happening, it's not going through the way you want it to, hold the vision of what you want. Just keep moving in faith. Believe that that's happening for you. I'm going to clarify this. You could have a deep connection to the water. There's an energy here of you could be doing some somatic healing also. Clarify this carrying connections card for this collective, please. Spirit, thank you. There's a lot of loyalty here in this connection. I'm not sure who is watching, but the feminine energy of this connection is able to really embrace their femininity, where the masculine energy is definitely taking his masculine role. It's a very balanced connection, like I said. Messages for this collective. Thank you, Spirit. Deep breath. Whew. Oh, this might be either something coming back from your past, or it's just something, it's coming up as being faded. There's equal give and take here. There's stability, and with the star at the bottom of the deck, There's a lot of healing energy. Again, that water energy. So I don't know if you live close to the water or if you are magician under there. If you live close to the water or you're going on vacation or something, there's this very strong connection to the water. Also, Taurus could be significant. We are currently in Taurus season, depending on when you watch this. Definitely a heart chakra activation here. Lots of loyalty. A new chapter. There could have been a third party energy at one point, and I don't necessarily mean like an affair. I mean more of like a side distraction, either work, family. Like there was something here that was really like putting the brakes on this, whereas now it can start to pick up some momentum. Yeah, lots of loyalty here. It's a very sweet energy. Balanced, sweet, lots of love. Nothing like you're used to. Nothing like you would expect. It's almost like one of those situations where because it's so good, every day you're like, is this real? Is this real? And not that it's too good to be true. I don't think anything is overwhelmingly like totally amazing that you think, oh my gosh, this has to be too good to be true. It's in the little things. It's in the nuance, right? It's in the comments they leave on your Facebook pictures. It's in the, you know, like normal responses to questions when you ask them. And I know you've been waiting for this for a long time. And now the wheel can turn in your favor. There is success here. Especially with all the planets being direct. The color green could be very healing for you at this time. So wearing green, having green around you. Drinking out of a green mug. I didn't do that intentionally, but. I knew this was going to come out. It was on the bottom of the deck before. Yeah, you've been waiting a long time. It's been a challenging wait, but you are gaining some movement in this direction. You could be like going through a complete overhaul of your identity at this time. Wearing different clothes, a completely different style. Maybe you got a new car. Maybe you're getting a new job. It almost feels like you're just a completely different person than you were a year ago. It's a new timeline. There could be a lot of purging. You may have been sick recently, where it felt like why am I so sick? Like, what is happening? And it was just part of the jump into the new timeline, into the new identity. I'm seeing the image of a trident. Trident represents like power, authority, control, also divine protection, creation, preservation, destruction, like Shiva if in Hinduism. There's also that deep connection, like I said, to the river, to the water. You could be talking to water spirits or forest spirits. You could be really connecting with nature at this time. You may have water on your property or close by that you visit regularly and sort of spend time with. The thinking woman is here. This has been a big transformation for you. You could have just graduated from school or be in that transition from school to getting your career. I feel like this was a dream of your ancestors, like that energy of your lineage really wanting you to follow this path. Ever since you were little, you wanted to do this and you couldn't figure out why. And of course, that's not going to be for everybody, but I am getting that message. That's for somebody. You couldn't figure out why it was such a strong pull for you. And it's because your ancestors have been planning for this, waiting for you to take on this role. And you're finally aimed in the right direction. It took you all that time to sort of course correct over and over. And now you're right. You stepped through that portal because you know exactly which way to go. I do think there will be a choice coming up between two paths. And I want to see, yeah, because yin and yang was underneath that. Broken heart and door to value and patience. So I do think that this is a time where you may have to leave some things behind that you really are familiar with and comfortable with. And it could be this could be one of the hardest decisions you've had to make. But you know that a lot of things have fallen away in the last year. Everything has changed. Everything has changed in the last year. If you're watching this message, it's because everything has changed for you in the last year. I know I've gotten this message before, but it was definitely a time of like fortifying your foundation, finding out who is really there for you, who you could count on, so that you could move forward, because you had a hard path to walk. You had to go through a lot. And it was a deeply emotional time. You may have felt like you were completely alone, but you always had your spirit guides with you. And I think you knew that. I think there was, even in the darkest night, it seemed like you would always get a hint that they were there for you. What is this decision the collective has to make? I'm getting a lot of career stuff. You may have to choose between positions or between jobs or between locations of your job. Maybe they're offering you to travel for work or something. Clarify this card for the collective. It's almost like you're on the clock, right? It's like time is ticking. And I think deep down you already know the answer. But you need to have patience because your nervous system may not be ready for this upgrade. So allow your body, allow yourself to take, if you're given a time limit, you know, if you're given a big opportunity, give yourself 24 or 48 hours to think about it. Even if it's, oh, like a, yes, most definitely, you know, even if the answer is 100%, it's still going to take time for you to adjust. Like 6 months it could take. Yeah, because 8 of Swords, you're like imprisoned in your mind in this situation. I just want to adjust this. Sorry. You're just a little bit imprisoned mentally because there's so many things that are going well for you. And I think there's a part of you that wonders, like you're thinking about it. You just keep thinking about how well everything is going. So it could almost slow you down. And the pressure's high when all eyes are on you and everything is clicking into place in your life. People are going to be, you know, their energy is going to try to come towards you. So just make sure you're taking really good care of yourself. Sleeping well. 2 of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. What fell with the Queen of Cups? Ooh. So, and the 10 of Cups. Wow. Amazing. So you definitely have, like I said, that heart activation coming up, showing up. That's really big. That's a big message coming through right now. But I know you have other things going on, specifically around your career. I feel like that's the main focus. I feel like the connection, for some of you, it's definitely your main focus. I could tell that when we were going over that part of it. I think that because you have been manifesting this for so long, hoping for this for so long, you may have kind of let it go. Like either it's going to happen or it's not. Like I got to let that go. Like that's not my main focus. But you've still been waiting for it for a long time. Whereas the career part of it, I feel like the career part is happening and the connection is the side effect of this. You finally are aimed in the right direction. I kept hearing that. You're finally aimed in the right direction. So rather than focusing on 10 of Cups, just wanted to show up again. Rather than focusing on, with Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Rather than focusing on your relationships, you are focused on yourself, on your career, on your money. And so now the universe can get rid of all of those bumpers that it used to keep you in line. And you can just go right for the strike. That's awesome. 444 could be significant. Green and purple are definitely major. Could be very healing, could be very soothing for you right now. I think the decision you're going to make for the career is going to be the one that gives you freedom of time. it's not going to be the easy choice. It's going to be the more challenging choice. Saturn rewards hard work. So you're going to have to put in that hard work to get the rewards. But there will be a plethora of rewards for this decision. Black labs could be significant. They come up a lot for me. I was giving a reading. I have to tell you. I was giving a reading a few weeks ago. And this woman was so amazing. And I don't know if any of you have ever had personal readings with me. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You have these big offers coming in. So many offers. So much abundance that you're going to have to use your discernment to say, like, yes, I can take that on. No, I can't take that on. Like, it's really, it feels like it has that like windfall energy. So I was giving a reading a few weeks ago. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if any of you have ever had a reading with me, but I don't like to know anything about you. Essentially, like, I just want to know your name. I give you the reading and it is what it is. And this woman she was just so amazing. She was so amazing. I mean, everyone that I give readings to, every single person, all of you are amazing. Every single person has a story to tell, has an experience that will help you heal. Like, readings for me are more about healing. I want to offer you a service, right? That's the Virgo in me. I want to offer you a service, but in that service, I'm also being healed. And it's just such a beautiful exchange of energy. But this woman was just so epic, iconic. And I will see her in Paris, right? Is that where Fashion Week is? In France? I think it's in Paris. She is amazing, and she was making these purses, and she got invited to Fashion Week in New York City, and now she's being invited to Paris. Just totally epic and cool. But that's the kind of energy that is coming up here, like this totally iconic, epic glow up of a lifetime, like quantum leap. You know, it's so crazy that we talk about quantum leaping, because quantum is like so extra small, so small. So it's very interesting. But like 1,000,000 quantum leaps. That's the energy that this is giving. That's what I'm getting from here. I'm just going to grab a couple cards for... Remember that when you are feeling like you are in the void, like you are, like nothing's happening, that is the absorption time. That is when you are in your gestational period. Leave it. Just hold the vision. Hold that vision. I'm just going to get some advice for you guys before we go. Toothpicks could be significant. I don't know where that came from. Somebody's using a toothpick right now. Yeah, in that void, when you're feeling that void, self-care is really important, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is the richest queen in the zodiac, okay? And bottom of the deck, look at this, her counterpart. with the Sun card. Jeez. Anywho, so this is awesome. Self-care is really important. Family that you trust, friends, close people that are close to you. You know the people that you have connections with where there's a real innocence, where there's a purity in your connection. Lean on those people. Not the ones who trigger you, not the ones who you know are being superficial, not the ones who want to talk about the weather, the ones who can get, you know, deep with you, because in this time period, you are also going to be battling some habits. And what I'm hearing with this card is limiting beliefs. You have to battle those beliefs. So you're going to need someone to lean on to enforce those new beliefs that you're trying to download into your system. Things are changing for you, and I think they're changing quickly. So you're going to need some time to adjust, because otherwise you're going to go from overthinking into satisfaction, back to overthinking, and it's going to cause distrust. You're going to think, why can't I sustain this energy? Why can't I sustain this feeling of positivity and growth and quantum leaping and this timeline shift? Why can't I sustain it? You have to take really good care of yourself. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're eating well. Remember, you're going for that future you. What's that future you eat? How does that future you take care of themselves? You have to sustain the vision. I'll just show you this cute little card that's on my desk because it's so sweet and innocent. And that energy kept coming up of like this being your dream from when you were a little girl or a little boy. Welcome to your new life. I'm so glad you made it. You have all these amazing things happening. If you would like a personal reading, we can get into all the cracks and crevices of your psyche and really figure out what needs some fine tuning. You can find the link in the description box below. I wish you all the best, and I'm so grateful for you for watching today. I'm Ashley with Divine Vibes Tarot. I will see you soon.